Boom! Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend, but you better be well rested because this is about to be the biggest and most important trading week of the entire year. My name is Michael Ebert. I'm an award-winning hedge fund trader. Began my career trading and investing over 15 years ago, guys, when I learned how to trade while working at a hedge fund in New York City during 2007 and then during 2008, the worst global financial crisis and stock market crash that most of you have ever seen. And I thrived in that environment, going on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. And now today, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. Guys, TTG, as we call it, exists to help you to learn, trade, and profit consistently. This is our primary goal, and we are very, very good at continuously achieving it. Since 2016, True Trading Group has helped thousands of traders and investors of all types, styles, backgrounds, and experience levels become successful. And by successful, I mean make money. Since our goal is to help you guys to make money, let's start the stream with having a very real conversation about wealth building. And make no mistake, real wealth building is built during times just like these. This week, we are going to find out if we are already in a recession. And if we are, it is a very different kind of recession. Yes, inflation is high. Yes, interest rates are rising, but jobs numbers still up to this point remain stable and the positive labor market remains tight. For every unemployed person, there is still roughly 2 open job positions. This means that the consumer, despite all the doom and gloom which is being perpetuated in the news, is in fact actually stably employed and or able to find a stable job. Recently, Amazon, they just had their largest Prime Day ever. And now this week, we're actually going to get to see how that company's earnings are going to be. And that'll give you a real insight into the consumer. Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan, the CEO there, said that the consumer remains strong, spending is up, small business credit is as good as he has ever seen. People hear the word recession, they immediately think 2008, or they think like worse, like they think of like the dot-com bubble or worse, they think of like 1929. Most people begin to become very fearful of losing their jobs when they hear the word recession. I mean, if you look at the headlines in the past month, you would think that we were going right to soup kitchens and bread lines, right? Wrong. Okay, here's the truth. Yes, it is my strong belief that we will enter a recession or either be getting confirmation that maybe we're already in one from this Thursday's GDP data. And if that's the case, then fantastic. Fantastic. Yes, the labor market is super tight right now. Like I said, for every one unemployed person, there are roughly 2 job openings right now. And that's not even including people that are trying to like supplement for inflation by taking some side gigs and like, Uber or DoorDash or something like that. So my belief is something that I've been saying since the end of 2021. And that is that this recession will be unlike anything that we've ever experienced. And we're not the only ones that believe that here at TTG, because according to the Wall Street Journal, they actually just recently published an article that says if the U.S. is in a recession, it's a very strange one. Quote, they said, this is the Wall Street Journal, economic output is down, but the job market is still strong, unlike in previous recessions. So despite this fact, right now, though, the consumer is more fearful, yet for the most part, they remain cashed up, stably employed. And for those that aren't, have a jobs market that is still very, very strong with demand and openings. Did you guys know that CNBC recently did a survey? It showed that 59% of retail investors that were asked said that they did not believe that now is a good time to invest in stocks. 59%. Would you guys like to know the last time that the number was that bad? After the stock market crashed in 2008, 56% of those asked said it was not a good time to invest in the market. And guess what? In 2008, that 56% were dead wrong. Because in 2009, still in the heart of the Great Recession, the S&P 500 actually went up over 20%, on its way back to all-time highs just a couple of years after the worst financial crisis and the worst recession that any of you have ever lived through. Stock market is the greatest builder of wealth that anyone will ever experience. And you all know this to be a fact because you're here watching this live stream on a Sunday evening instead of doing 900 other things that you could be doing that is not going to help you make money. Stock market is designed in a way that no matter who you are, where you come from, how much time you have, don't have, how much money you have to start with, you can absolutely have every single opportunity to succeed. Is it easy? No. But is it possible? and maybe even likely, if you're educated, belong to the right community, have access to the right tools and information? Yes, it absolutely is. At True Trading Group, I've seen this firsthand. We've helped thousands of members over the years make consistent money and find financial independence. At TTG, we focus on day trading, swing trading, scalping, long-term investing, options, crypto, ETFs, futures, commodities, you name it. We do it all inside of True Trading Group. Because it's not just myself. Including myself, there's 8 other professional traders that share their opinion, and they alert you in real time when they're entering and exiting all trades via push notifications from our free mobile app. There's no delay, and we make sure to share our screens with you during the day, trading live with you from pre-market till post-market every single day the stock market is open. If you can't be in chat, okay, listen to real-time live audio analysis of every single trade alert before we actually alert it, so that you can be prepared to follow along with that trade if you so choose. If you work full-time, this is what keeps you in the game. As long as you can listen to music at work, you can listen to us throughout the trading day and get notified whenever we are entering and exiting trades. Plain and simple, guys, at True Trading Group, our members are making money. They're becoming better traders. I want you to watch this. TTG members, I'm talking to members specifically. If you are a member of True Trading Group, I need a very simple question for you. Are you making money? Are you becoming better traders because of True Trading Group? If that answer is yes, I want you to go ahead right now and type the $ in chat right now. Again, this is for members of True Trading Group. Go ahead and type the $ in chat if you are making money and becoming better traders. Everyone that's on this live stream that is not a member of True Trading Group, pay attention to the amount of responses that you're about to see come through chat right here on this side of the screen. These are your peers. These are people that found True Trading Group just like you did right here on one of these live streams. They have all the same excuses: small account, full-time job, lost money in the markets before, have no experience, but yet here they are telling you they're making money and becoming better traders. And if they can do it, then so can absolutely you. Here's the best part. Every single person typing the $ right now, they didn't get a secret strategy that Wall Street elites keep for themselves. They didn't learn one special secret chart pattern that guarantees 100% success every time. No, they didn't. They became part of a supportive community where you will get real education, similar to the education I received when I worked at a fund in New York. You're going to receive winning, transparent, real-time alerts and get access to all of the tools and information that is needed to give you the best chance to make money, plain and simple. This works, and we've got the track record to prove it. How so, you may be asking? Well, if you're new to this channel, first of all, we do these live streams, okay, 6 days a week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. All right. Turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss out on these lives. And then along with the massive golden nuggets of education and lessons and real analysis and trade ideas that I give you guys on these live streams, if you can't tell, yes, we do sell memberships on this live stream. We do call this our favorite edumercial, not an infomercial, but an edumercial, because we will educate the hell out of you all along the way. Now, one of the things that we offer when we go through our entire sales pitch later on this live stream is a double your money back guarantee. It's very simple. You've got 12 months, complete our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one small private study group. If at the end of your membership year, you did not make your membership fee back at least once, we will give you 2 times your money back. Now, more on that in a bit, but the point is that our track record speaks for itself. And while I can't guarantee your success, I can share with you that our overall refund rate since 2016 is roughly 2.5%. I can also share with you that our retention rate, meaning how many people renew their annual membership or have upgraded to become a lifetime member of True Trading Group, is an astounding 78% of all TTG members since we've started this company. And last but certainly not least, we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,650 reviews. So listen, based on what members tell us, based on the reviews that they leave us on Trustpilot, based on our retention rate, based on our refund rate, I can confidently say that True Trading Group has worked for many people. And if you can put forth some effort, it has a great chance of working for you as well. Like we and other publications like the Wall Street Journal are saying, this recession that everybody is fearing, that the media is using to create fear and to generate more views and clicks so that they can make money, has the potential to be one of the greatest wealth building opportunities that you will ever experience. Remember, just like Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful. And right now, this quote has never been more true because there is a hell of a lot of fear out there. Just look at the CNBC survey. More people think that it is a worse time to invest in stocks right now than they did in 2008. This is not 2008. Let me explain. Leading up to this recession, okay, the overall markets, along with many individual stocks, have come down in price per share a lot. This has no doubt been a stock market crash, especially for individual names. This everything crash has caught many retail traders looking like complete deer in headlights as they watch their 401ks and they watch their long-term portfolios take massive hits this year. Every single attempt to buy the dip, which has worked all throughout the pandemic, has mostly failed in 2022. And going long, which again worked during the pandemic for most stocks, no longer works. So not only did these unfortunate people take losses in their accounts, but a lot of their attempts to make it back using the strategies that worked over the last 2 years has failed miserably. So what do you do now? Well, if these people knew how to trade properly in a bear market, remember, I learned in 2007, 2008. But if you learned how to properly trade in the bear market and were part of a community that provided real-time alerts with a cumulative just under 80% win rate for all styles and types of trading, then maybe those people could have offset some of those losses in their long-term portfolios while the market completes its bottoming process, which in my opinion, it's still in. Then they could have used that money that they made trading one of the most volatile and thus for opportunity-filled markets that I've ever seen, honestly, in 2022 has been one of the greatest environments for trading that I've ever seen in my entire career. And they could have reinvested that money and purchased some great companies at Black Friday discount sales prices. You see, since the stock market was founded, every single time the S&P 500 pulls back more than 20% in a single year, it is proven to be a tremendous buying opportunity. Not 80% of the time, not 90% of the time, 100% of the time in history that the S&P 500 went down more than 20% in 1 year, it proved to be a phenomenal long-term buying opportunity. But people don't know that. They see red, they panic, and instead of keeping calm, they freak out. They make decisions based on emotions, and those emotional decisions are usually the wrong ones. When you trade and invest with emotions, you make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you lose money. It's that simple. Psychology is a huge part of being a successful trader or investor. And that's why True Trading Group, we put a very heavy emphasis on trader psychology. We actually have a 2-part trader psychology course. We have trader psychology workshops. We even have trader support groups to help people through the managing of emotions and the psychological aspect of trading. I think over 80% of trading and investing is mental. You know, once you learn charts and technical analysis, the rest of it's all up here, folks. Right? If you're calm, you can plan, you can act, and you can take advantage of the opportunities that are right in front of your face. Remember, I think we can all agree that Warren Buffett is a phenomenal investor. Remember the quote, "Be greedy when others are fearful." And that quote has never been more true than it is here now today. But the recession is coming, right? If it's not here already, you can all lose your job. It's time to save, do nothing, hoard cash under your mattress, and hope for the best, right? Let me tell you a secret. Hope is not a bankable strategy for making money. There's no hopium index, indicator, or chart pattern. It's my very strong opinion that now is not the time for hope. How many times has the government given a crap about your money, your success? None, because they don't care. And hoping that they do is not a strategy to bank your financial well-being on. Stop letting others decide your outcome and the outcome of your family. Enough's enough, guys. Take control. Take control. Take it into your own hands. It's time to be greedy while everybody else is living in fear. Did you know that according to most financial publications, the average length of a bear market is 289 days? That's about 9.6 months. That is significantly shorter than the average length of a bull market, which is just under 1,000 days. It's nearly 3 years. Did you also know that bear markets are where most people make serious money, people that know what they're doing? Now, you might wonder, like, how is that possible if everything is just going down? Well, it's simple, because think about it. You generate wealth by acting when markets go down. That is when you will generate your wealth. Because when you buy in the stock market, guys, right? Everybody knows this. You want to buy low and sell high. That's not a secret, right? That's trading and investing 101. But it's hard to buy low, okay, and then sell high when markets are already trading up at all-time highs and everything is just going straight up every single day. If you know how to properly trade a bear market, it's actually a lot easier to make bigger gains on the way down because stocks go down a lot faster than they go up. Remember, bear markets last a hell of a lot shorter than bull markets. And the speed of which things go down is a lot faster than the speed of which things go up, which is why people get so scared when markets go down. Stack cash in that environment, folks. Learn how to trade in that environment, and then you can use that profit to buy and catch the inevitable bounce, and then make oodles and oodles of cash when you're counting on the markets and stocks to go back to new all-time highs, which they eventually will do. Remember, 2008 was the worst recession that we have ever seen in history. The market went up 20% the very next year. And just a couple of years later, we were right back to all-time highs. But recession, right? Put your fear aside and actually start getting greedy, get educated, and prepare yourselves. Chances are, if you guys have money to trade or invest with, which is the vast majority of people that are on this live stream, since you can only make money by actually putting money into the markets, okay, and putting some of your own up there. One of the best and most stable job markets that our economy has actually seen, with unemployment still sitting at record lows of 3.6%, which is extremely unusual for a recession. And for the inevitable comments of like, oh, well, I just got laid off, or listen, I get it. Some people have, extenuating circumstances, and for some people it's not that simple, and I get it, and I respect that, and I feel for those people that can't. But for a lot of you, that's not the case. The point is that the majority of you have the capital, the job security to take advantage of what's happening right now, but only if you're willing to take action. The same people that were willing to just throw thousands of dollars into the market last year because somebody on Reddit told them to are the same exact people that are now hesitating when this tremendous opportunity is right in front of your face. Last year was not the opportunity. Last year was where people got their heads taken off that didn't know what they were doing. You thought you knew what you were doing because you made a little bit of money for a little while, and then everything changed, and now you got your head taken off, and now you guys are scared to actually put money into the markets. Well, this is the opportunity, not last year. Last year, at the end of the year, I told everybody I was selling my long-term portfolio. We were taking profits in True Trading Group off of my long-term portfolio and my IRAs. I was selling stuff. Well, everybody else is going nuts buying things at the top. Remember, be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. These last 2 years, that has never been more true. You had people that were buying an NFT for $1,000, and then somebody else was buying it a month later for $300,000. If that's not the definition of greed, that should have scared the ever-living crap out of you. But instead, it got everybody so excited. Ooh, NFTs. Let me put my money into the markets. And now look at where that has left you. Listening to people on social media and Reddit and Twitter and not knowing who these people are, what their background is, or what their level of professionalism is a recipe for disaster. Get yourselves educated, get access to the right information and the community and tools that can help you guys make real decisions. Guys, today's live stream, we're going to go through a lot of important information. This is going to be the single most important week that you have, that honestly, of 2022. It's literally the most important week. You have Apple, Amazon, Meta, Alphabet, all reporting, Microsoft, all reporting earnings. You have the Federal Reserve. Okay. Look at this list. Look at this list on your screen. These are the companies that are reporting earnings this week. McDonald's, GE, Coca-Cola, UPS, Alphabet, Microsoft, Visa. Okay. Just look at this. Etsy, Spotify, Ford, Shopify, Meta, Hertz, MasterCard, Intel, Roku, Amazon, Pfizer, ExxonMobil, Chevron, AbbVie. Okay. Look at this list of companies. Altria, Teladoc, Valero. These are the companies that you're about to get report earnings this week. So on top of all of these earnings that are coming out, you have also a Fed meeting on Wednesday. Are you kidding me? In the middle of this earnings, the single most important earnings season of the entire year, and it is up until now, and even for the rest of the year, this is the most important earnings season because everybody wants to know all this recession talk that everyone's talking about. Are these companies going to lower their guidance for the rest of the year in anticipation of the recession? That is what everybody wants to know. It's the most important earnings season of the entire year. And then you throw a Fed meeting directly in the middle of it on Wednesday, where you're most likely going to get a 75 basis point rate hike. And the Fed's going to tell you their thoughts on where inflation currently stands. You're going to get some discussions on balance sheet runoff and quantitative tightening. And they're going to give you some insight into their path for the rest of the year. How aggressive are they going to be? The more aggressive, the more chance of a recession. The less aggressive, the less chance of a recession. And then, as if that wasn't enough, we're going to actually find out if we're in a recession on Thursday. You get GDP numbers for Q2. You already had a negative 1.6% number for Q1. But that Q1 number is very, very, very strange. The reason why that Q1 negative GDP number is very strange, 70% of the U.S. economy is based on the consumer. But the consumer in Q1 actually added a net positive to GDP in Q1. Q1's issue were inventory levels and government spending levels. That is the reason why we had a negative 1.6% GDP number for Q1. So the technical definition of a recession, if you guys didn't know this, it is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. You already got one. We're going to find out if we're actually in a recession. But let me tell you this. If we are already in a recession with unemployment at 3.6%, best case scenario possible. Because as long as that unemployment number stays low, and it'll probably tick up a little bit over the next couple of months, that's normal. Everyone's like, you are seeing jobless claims numbers begin to tick up slowly, and you're going to continue to see that. But hey, guess what? 4% unemployment is still extremely low historically. Extremely low. So even if you go from 3.6 to 4, that's still an extremely strong above average job market. And if we are already in a recession and that's the job market, that's what the Wall Street Journal is talking about. That, hey, if the U.S. is in a recession, it is a very strange recession. And I'm telling you guys this now, recessions are where wealth is built. 56% of surveyed people thought in 2008 it was not a good time to invest. They were dead wrong. Worst financial decision of their lives was not buying stocks in 2008 after the market crashed. Worst financial decision of their lives. Set themselves and their families back decades in wealth building. Do not make that mistake again. Stock market went up over 20% in 2009. The stock market will bottom in the recession, not after the recession. By the time you exit the recession, the stock market bottomed a year prior. The stock market is a forward-looking mechanism. It looks into the future. It does not trade on where we are today, that's why I'm telling you, if you're already in a recession, that's the best case scenario that you can possibly have. Stock markets will crash going into the recession. They bottom in it. And by the time the recession is over, you've already recovered probably all of the move lower going into the recession. Just go look at 2008 and 2009. By 2010, we had taken back the entire drop of 2008. 2008 was 2008 was the worst year on record for the S&P. Worst single year on record. And by 2010, it was like it never happened. You don't believe me? Okay. You guys don't believe me? Let's pull up a chart. Let's take a look. I'll prove it to you. Let me show you real quick. It'll take 5 seconds. Let me pull up my charts. Okay, here we go. Here's 2008. I'll highlight it for you. This was 2008. There it is. It's the single worst year in the S&P 500 ever. Okay, well, guess what? Want to see 2009? We went up over 20% in 2009. So remember all the people that said, all the surveyed participants, right here is when that survey happened. They said, nope, this is a bad time to invest in the markets. Really? Wrong. Well, now let's go look at 2010. Well, there's 2010. Well, guess what? Let's draw a line across where 2010 ended and then where 2008 started. By 2010, 2 years after the worst year on record in the S&P 500, 2 years later, we were right back to where we started. And it was as if 2008 never happened. Don't forget, that's the worst recession this way. That's the worst recession this country has ever seen. Stop falling victim to the fear mongering and the clickbait and all the view sucks that are out there on all of these media networks. They don't make money by you making money. They don't care if you make money. They just want your eyeballs because that's how they make money. So they're going to scare the crap out of you because that's what gets your attention. You know what should get your attention? Dollar signs, making money, building wealth for your family. That is what should get your attention. That is what we focus on. Guys, this live stream is going to go down as follows. I'm going to start things off. We're going to break the stream up today into a couple of different segments. Okay. Segment number one, it's a warning. I'm giving you guys a real warning for the stock market this week, and I'm going to be answering top 5 questions that all traders and investors want to know going into this week. We've had a bunch of people send us messages, both members of True Trading Group. They've been emailing us. People have been hitting me up on Twitter, on our Facebook. You guys can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at MikeEdward_TTG. Again, it is at MikeEdward_TTG. You guys can go ahead right now and give me a follow on Twitter. Okay. I'm always giving you guys trade ideas and market commentary and analysis on my Twitter page. So you can follow me at MikeEdward_TTG. All right. So we're going to go through. I'm going to answer a lot of those questions for you guys, but hold on, guys. Before we go any further, we actually have to welcome James. James, welcome. We got a new member to the TTG fam. Everybody welcome James. Okay, so this actually means we've got 14 laptops left. Look, guys, hold on real quick. Before we continue, let me get this out of the way really, really quick so that everyone that wants this opportunity has a fair shot at it. Listen up real close, and then we're going to dive into the live stream, all the segments I want to talk to you about. I want to go over earnings. I want to go over the Fed meeting. I'm going to tell you exactly my plan on how to make money this week. But now that we just got James just jumped on one of these spots, all weekend we've been running a 50% off sale because this is the biggest week that the market all year. This is the most important week. So we've been running a 50% off sale, giving everybody that wants a chance to join the TTG family before this week. We're giving them all a shot. So 50% off and running it all weekend with a free laptop. Tonight will be the last night for this sale, and most likely the last night that we're going to have laptops for a little while. And with almost 30 people signing up for True Trading Group since just Friday, we can say safely, most likely, that these remaining 14 laptops will not last probably until midnight tonight, which is when this sale will expire. So please hear me, tonight at midnight Eastern, our sale is over. Sign up to True Trading Group tonight. You guys get 50% off the normal price, which is $22.12. It brings it all the way down to just $1,100 for the entire year. And that comes with a free laptop that you can trade with, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, sell it on eBay for all I care. It's totally free. The next 14 people will get access to also my Head Start workshop at the end of the month. More on that later. And of course, the double your money back guarantee with only 14 spots left. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com. The price is going to say $22.12. Manually enter the coupon code TTG121. Again, that coupon code is TTG121. Click apply code. Then that'll bring the price all the way down to the $1,100 for the whole year. And yes, the $1,100 is locked in for next year, which is cool because our price is going to be higher, obviously. Next year, even if our membership is $2,500, you will only pay $1,100 again to renew your membership. The price you pay when you join True Trading Group is the price that you're locking yourself in at that price for life. And again, 78% of our members are choosing to renew or upgrade their membership after their first year. So chances are you're going to want to do that as well once you guys are actually beginning to make money in the markets. And that $1,100 price point is going to be an even bigger discount next year. You do not have to enter your address to get the free laptop. Once you sign up to True Trading Group, you'll get a welcome email. You'll have instructions in that welcome email on how to claim that free laptop. Shipping is free. We cover it and we ship globally. We have members all over the world. All right. Everything that you get with your annual teaching membership, it's on the checkout page. All of our courses, all of our tools, it's all included for $1,100. You're never charged another dollar for courses or tools, and that includes anything new that we add to the membership. Once the TTG121 code is entered, the price will show $1,100 and then simply just check out. Again, guys, there's 14 spots left. Sale ends at midnight tonight. And the price is going to start to be going up from there, and then will be no more laptops left. So 14 spots left, won't last till midnight. Also, folks, please listen carefully. This sale is open to all current trial members, previous trial members, and also previous TTG members as well. If you are a current trial, previous trial, or previous member, do not go to ttgoffer.com. Instead, we have to whitelist your email manually. So send a text message to 786-505-4047. Again, that phone number is 786-505-4047. That phone number is right at the bottom of your screen. That's if you're a previous member, previous trial member, or current trial member. You want to send a text to that phone number if you guys want to take advantage of this offer. All right. In the text, just include your name and email, and we'll get you guys hooked up. Also, if you have any questions about the membership, or if you're having if the coupon code's not working or something like that, you guys can also send a text to that number as well. All right. It's a text-only phone number. Do not call that number. We can't answer it if you call, and then you guys could actually miss your chance at one of those 14 spots. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you guys know that you're going to be getting one. All right. And like I said, we ship globally for free. No address is needed to check out. The the instructions to claim your laptop will be in your welcome email. All right. Sorry about the early sales pitch, guys, but I wasn't expecting James to jump on one of those laptops. And I want to make sure that everyone that's watching this live stream, I want to make sure you all have a fair shot at grabbing one of those spots to get the 50% off and the free laptop and the double your money back guarantee. So again, ttgoffer.com. All right. Now, moving on. So first segment will be that. Second segment, we're going to cover 5 stocks that everyone's talking about as they all have earnings this week, including the overall markets. We're going to talk about the SPY, Amazon, Apple, Alphabet, and Meta all have earnings this week. We're going to talk about that in a segment. If I trade it, that is going to be where we're going to break down. I'm going to give you guys trading game plans for all of those stocks as they have earnings coming up. And then last but not least, at the end of that, I will open up the floor for a 10, 15-minute Q&A session where you guys can type questions in chat, ask me whatever's on your mind, and I'm here. Whatever you guys, that's why we're here, right? To learn, to get educated, to get information. I'll let you guys ask me some questions, whatever's on your mind, and then we'll go from there. And at the very end, if you're still interested in the membership, I'll actually show you the platform. I'll show you what the TC platform actually looks like, what's included, and what you guys actually get when you guys join for that $1,100. All right, so let's get right into it. Segment 1. First, I told you, I got a warning. I have a warning for all of you. Stock market warning here for this week, and then we have the top 5 most asked questions. The warning. Let's talk about the warning first. And I kind of already hinted on this. This is the most influential week for the stock market that we will experience this year. There are so many pieces of information unfolding before your eyes. It's not even funny. Okay. The bulk of the S&P 500 is going to give you earnings. So far, this is so important because so far earnings have been a complete mixed bag. Some earnings have been good. Some earnings have been bad. And investors are trying desperately to weigh what companies are saying with their earnings to determine, are we going to have this recession? Is this recession coming? Is it already here? That's what everybody wants to know. And they're relying on guidance from these companies. Now, prior to Friday, everything looked great. Earnings, JP Morgan, Citigroup, Taiwan Semi, even IBM said, we don't see a slowdown. Then Snap comes out and reports earnings last week. Stock went down 40%. 40% in one day. And that's because they missed on their revenue, but mostly because, the reason why Snap went down 40% is because they said they were not even going to give you guidance for the rest of the year. Their CFO said that we've seen a steady slowdown all year of demand for their advertising. And the stock plummeted. But you know what else plummeted with it? Meta, Alphabet, Pinterest, all of your digital advertising, all your online marketing companies and your social media platforms, they all got smoked. And that's because investors are now saying to themselves, well, hold on a second. If Snap is saying that they're seeing a major slowdown in digital advertising, we're probably going to get the same thing from Alphabet and Meta. And they report this week, and they are far more important than Snap. Snap is irrelevant to the overall market. It is such a small company, but Alphabet and Meta and Amazon and Microsoft and Apple, those are not small companies. Those are the biggest companies that this world has to offer. They are the most important companies in the entire stock market, and you're going to get their earnings this week. Everybody wants to know, are they seeing the same thing that Snap saw? Because when you do go into a recession, one of the first things that gets cut is online and digital marketing. So when companies look, where can we cut back costs? They do it online. So that is what everyone's going to be wanting to be paying attention to. If, and I will tell you guys this here right now, if you get Alphabet, Meta, Amazon, if they come out this week and they say, we're revising our guidance lower for the rest of the year, we also see a significant slowdown. Those stocks trade significantly lower. That pulls the overall markets lower. And then you get the growth scare, which would be the final straw of the market having one more leg to the downside to finally price in a recession. If those companies tell you that that they see a recession coming, the markets will finally price it in. Earnings guidance comes down, earnings estimates come down, stock prices come down. We go back and test that June low, and then the markets can finally trade into the 3,600, 3,500 area, and that is when you can finally bottom. As that you're looking at, okay, we're the recession. Everyone expects it now. Let's trade lower. It hits in. The Fed gives you their rate hike, and then inflation numbers for July are actually lower than they were in June. People feel inflation's peaked, and the markets can stabilize in August and start to climb higher back up in the end of the year. It would be the final straw to break the camel's back, and that could happen here this week. This is why this week is so damn important. On the flip side to that, everyone now is expecting Meta and Alphabet to just crap the bed like Snap did. If Alphabet comes out and they're like, actually, no, everything's fine here, like that's an issue with Snap. Like Snap is just getting completely dominated by TikTok, right? I mean, TikTok is dominating every social media platform, but Snap being one of the small, not as, nowhere near Meta, okay, that Snap is having a much harder time. And that's why it's an individual issue for Snap. And that's what investors would think. But right now, investors think this is a macro issue, not an individual company issue. Then you have the Fed meeting. You have the Fed meeting this week. Rate hikes, inflation, balance sheet runoff. I think you get 75 basis points on Wednesday. Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, you're going to get the Fed announcement. They're going to tell you how much they're going to raise interest rates by. I think they give you 75 basis points. I think the markets would like 75 basis points. I think the markets would go up even further if they gave you 50 basis points, but I don't think they're going to give you 50. I think inflation numbers were high enough that they're going to give you 75. The market does not want to see 100 basis points or 1%. If they see a 1% hike, I think the markets might think that that's a little too aggressive. And the more aggressive the Fed is, the more likely of a recession. So you're not going to want to see the full 100 basis point hike. I think they're going to give you 75. That's what I think. I think we're going to get a 75 basis point hike, and the markets would like it. All right. Like I said, you have the earnings this week. I already told you guys about that. The GDP data is going to come on Thursday. Oh, by the way, same day Apple reports earnings, as if that's not crazy. You're going to get Apple earnings and GDP numbers in the same day. So you're going to get earnings from Apple, and you're also going to find out, are we already in a recession? I'm telling you, this is the most influential week of the entire year. This week is make or break for you, the retail trader and investor. This is not the week to go at it alone. This is not the week to be YOLOing and acting like the stock market's a giant casino, because it is not. This is the week where serious money can be made. This is the week where you can lay the foundation for your success in the markets for the rest of 2022 and beyond. And to all my Teach members, congrats, because you've got a blatant and real advantage over everyone else that's watching this who isn't a member. The education, tools, community that's provided to you will keep you guys at an advantage here this week. All right. You've all been warned. Pay attention. Do not do this alone. Do not rely on social media. All right. Let me get into some of the top questions that I get asked from people. All right. Because like I said, we had a bunch of questions that came in. These are top 5 most commonly asked questions. Question number 1 is how important are earnings and guidance this week? And what should I be paying attention to identify opportunity? And I kind of gave it to you a little bit there, because if Meta and Alphabet are going to be the 2 big ones, if they also say something similar to Snap and those stocks trade significantly lower, then all of the others, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Apple, they're all going to trade down with Alphabet and Meta if they come out and say that they see a significant slowdown. Okay. So you are going to be wanting to watch for those earnings. If Google or Alphabet and Meta, if they lower their guidance, or if they say we're not going to give guidance like Snap did, if the CFO or CEO says we see a significant slowdown here in ad spending and in activity, and we look like we're going into a recession, if you see that from those companies, you have to just be in put options and just ride those put options for a few days, because the markets will most likely trade lower for a couple of days. I don't think it'll just be like a one little, oh, let's trade lower for an hour or two. I think you'll get multiple days of downside. You guys can probably buy some put options on the SPY, or put options on the Qs, or put options on any individual stocks. If you don't know how to trade options, don't worry about it. We'll walk you through it. We'll teach you how to do it, because we'll be in those trades ourselves and we'll hold your hand through that entire process. But you can probably get some really, really, really good opportunities to the downside and to make some money if you guys get that here from this week. Now, if the companies do not revise their guidance, if Alphabet and Meta come out and they say, hey, no, like, listen, we're not revising our guidance, we actually think we're going to meet our guidance. Alphabet and Meta already traded significantly lower on the back of Snap earnings. Look at what Alphabet did on Friday because of Snap's earnings. Got destroyed. Look what Meta did. Look at this huge gap down for Meta. So everybody is already expecting bad results from these companies. If you don't get bad results from these companies, you really have to start thinking about maybe the bottom is in for the year. Because if Alphabet, Meta, Apple, Amazon, the biggest companies in the stock market, the biggest weighting in the S&P 500, if those companies say everything is fine, and those companies do not, and those stocks do not trade down, now you got to start asking yourself, what's the catalyst then to move the markets to new lows? Because I'm pretty confident when you get your CPI numbers in July, it's going to be lower than the number in June. June's number of 9.1 was insane. And I think that commodity prices have come down enough. Gasoline prices have come down. I think that you'll see a CPI number in July be a little bit less than it was in June. And people say, okay, well, inflation's peaked, which is a good thing. Inflation will still be very high, which is not good. Okay. But if inflation has peaked, then now all of a sudden the market starts looking to the net positives here and say, well, if companies say that we might avoid a recession, and if inflation's peaked, maybe the Fed doesn't have to be that aggressive. Maybe we can actually pull off a soft landing, and you probably get some pretty good buying coming to the market, and that buying could take you higher for a couple of weeks, to be honest with you. You could see the S&P 500 back over 4K easily. So this is what I mean by this week, in my opinion, dictates what the market does for the whole rest of the year. And I'm going to be just like a hawk, ears open, guys, ready to attack, when these earnings start coming out here this week. Second question I get asked a lot is, we got asked a lot. People said, I know this week is huge. What's the best way to stay dialed in to real-time news and earnings updates while I work a full-time job? It is very, very easy for you guys to follow along with what's going on with earnings and receive like real-time updates on earnings and like the earnings schedule from Benzinga. Okay, we have Benzinga Pro's live newsfeed and Squawk, which is totally free on our platform. When you join True Trading Group, it's one of the tools that you have access to as a member of True Trading Group. Okay, now if you went to Benzinga on your own, it's going to cost you like over $1,000 a year to have access to that newsfeed and that Squawk service that we have on our platform. When you join True Trading Group, it's totally free. It's included with your membership. And then you can also make sure you use our mobile app, because our mobile app, it's available on iPhone or Android. You guys can use that mobile app to get listen to us because, like I said, we're going to be talking to you throughout this entire week. We talk to you throughout the entire day. We give you all of our trades, all of our analysis in real time. So you guys can use all of that stuff, all right, throughout the course of the day. All right, that free mobile app is crucial for everybody that works full-time jobs. If you can't be in front of your computer all day long, you guys really want to make sure that you use that mobile app. All right. Other question I get is, what do you think the Fed does this week and what happens as a result? Like I said, I think the Fed gives you 75 basis points. I do not think they're going to give you 100. I think the Fed's going to give you 75 basis points on Wednesday. I think the Fed sees, some of the economic data. They see some slowdowns in certain areas, but inflation is still high, and they have to do their job to bring inflation down. And I think that you're going to see the Fed give you 75 basis points, which still shows they're serious about inflation, but shows that they're not willing to just slam on the brakes for the U.S. economy and just kind of send us into a recession. So I think you're going to get 75 basis points. Now, I think that the markets will like a 75 basis point hike because after the CPI data came out a few weeks ago, the market started pricing in a 100 basis point hike. A 100 basis point hike, in my opinion, is going to be too much for the market. I think the market's not going to like it. And the market's going to be like, damn, the Fed is really aggressive. And then the probability of recession goes up, I think, if the Fed gives you a 100 basis point hike. 50 basis point hike, and the markets go up even higher because that would probably be a signal from the Fed that they think they have inflation under control. And they're not going to be as aggressive as everybody thought. Now, let me be very clear. I do not think a 50 basis point hike is even on the table. It's either a 75 or 100. I think inflation is too high for them to do a 50 basis point hike. I think 75 is going to be the sweet spot. So I expect a 75 basis point hike on Wednesday. Remember, the announcement is at 2 o'clock Eastern time on Wednesday. And then at 2:30, you will have a press conference from Jerome Powell. Well, he will give us he'll give a full statement, and then he will go into a Q&A session. All right. So those are my thoughts there on the Fed. Question number 4 is, why do you want to see us in a recession sooner rather than later? Everybody is like, well, why are you happy if we go into a recession? And it's the fact that the sooner you go into a recession, the sooner you can come out of it. Okay. I talked about this a little bit earlier on the live. If we're already in a recession and the clock is ticking for the recession, don't forget the average bear market's 9.6 months. Okay. The worst recession we ever had, 2008, stock market went up more than 20% the year after. If we are already in a recession, I think it's the best possible scenario. Because guess what? Unemployment is still 3.6%. You've never had a recession with unemployment at 3.6%. So even if unemployment went up to 3.7%, and we're already in a recession, you've never had a recession with 3.7% unemployment. That's why this could be the craziest, weirdest, most strange recession that we've ever seen. A recession that is based on inventory levels rather than consumer activity and consumer demand. That's why this could be one of the craziest recessions that we've ever seen. And all those inventory levels and government spending, it all got completely thrown out of whack and out of balance because of COVID. All the supply chain issues screwed up inventory levels massively. All these companies paying forward and pulling forward demand and inventory because of these supply chain issues, because it takes so long to get stuff. They over-ordered to try to meet the demand that you had coming out of COVID, and that screwed inventory levels up big time. That was the biggest drag on GDP in Q1. That's not a real recession. Inventory levels. That's not a real recession. That's why this could be the craziest recession that you've ever seen. So if it turns out we're already in one, it's the best case scenario, because the sooner you go into a recession, the faster you come out of it. And the faster that we can get right back on to the markets then continuing their climb higher, just like they did after 2008. That's why I think it's the best thing if we're already in one. Last question. This is the 5th question of what I get asked most a lot. A lot of people have said, hey, listen, I really want to participate this week, but I've got a small account. I don't know, how how to participate and what should I do if I have a small account. And do I have to be above the PDT rule in order to be able to take advantage of what's going to happen this week? And it's something I get asked a lot about. A lot of people are under PDT rule. First, what is PDT rule? It's complete garbage. It's the worst, in my opinion, it's one of the worst rules that are out there in financial markets for people. It basically says that if you have a margin account, which means you put money into an account and then your broker will lend you money on top of that you can trade with. If you have less than 25K in your account, and you have a margin account, you'll be bound to 3 day trades in a 5-day period. That's the PDT rule. 3 day trades in a 5-day period. I hate it. I think it's the worst rule ever. But there's ways around it. That's only if you have a margin account. If you have a cash account, you can trade as many day trades as you want. You're not bound to the PDT rule, but you can only trade with the cash that's actually in your account. Now, if you're trading stocks, it'll take you like a couple days from when let's say you have $1,000 in your account, you put $250 into a trade. It'll take you a couple days until you can use that $250 again. So like the next day, you'll only have $750 in buying power, not $1,000. Okay, that's a cash account. But if you're trading options, the options, you can use that money the next day. Okay, it takes 1 day for the money to clear for you guys trading options. So if you're in a cash account and you have a small account, my advice is to trade options, which we're going to be doing here this week because we're going to most likely be trading the overall market. We're going to be trading the SPY. We'll probably be trading the Qs. You can maybe even be trading UVXY. There's going to be option trades that are going to be taking place inside the True Trading Group, just like there are every day. Every day we trade stocks and options every single day. Okay, so that will be something that I think that people that have small accounts, that's something you should really be focusing on here this week, and we'll walk you through that inside True Trading Group. All right. Now, hold on. Before we go any further, we've got one new member here that just signed up since the intro. Durley, welcome to the TG family. Durley, guys, there's only 13 laptops left now. Durley, welcome. You can all go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Again, that's ttgoffer.com, TTG121. You'll get a 50% discount. You get a brand new laptop, and you get a double your money back guarantee. Okay? You get a double your money back guarantee. Don't forget that. All right? Okay. Now, there are now just, like I said, 13 spots left. You know what? Before I move on to our next segment, which is called If I Trade It, where I'm going to be breaking down, I'm going to give you guys my full trade analysis on the SPY, Amazon, Apple, Meta, and Alphabet, okay, for this week. I want to first see how many people are on this live stream. We've got over 1,600 people that are watching us live right now. How many of you, do me a favor, type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, type the letters TTG. I know this might sound, tedious or silly, whatever, but I want to see who we have on this live. We have a lot of viewers here tonight on this Sunday evening. I commend all of you for being here with me on Sunday. I want to see who we have on here that's not a member of True Trading Group, guys. Let me see who we got. Johnny Gutierrez, what's up, man? Welcome back. I remember you from a previous stream. Grace, Durya, we've got Real Man, Guillermo, Chutra, how are you? Michael D, Len Express, Halim, M.A., Jamal, DJ Smile, Linda C, welcome back. Philip, Omar, Farha, Abrar, Evans, Craig the Texan, welcome back. Dave Norby's back. Dave, where have you been, bro? Dave Norby, welcome back. We got AIA, we got TK the 7th, D Sean, we got Evans. I think I said Evans already, I'm not sure. Kevin Jerome, we got T-Bree, Eric Corona. I had a couple of Coronas today. Jill Wittenberg, Enrique Garcia. We got Dean Averly, Anthony Zuniga. Dan's a 7-day trial member. What's up, Dan? Uday, Travis, Jesse, Albert, Riz, Ramin, Suya, Travis, Dennis, Jorge Isaac, Melanie, Bradley, Daniel, John, Fight the Good Fight, Carlos, Suzanne. Woo! Yes! I love seeing all these new faces. Every single person that's typing TTG, Congrats. Honestly, I commend you. Seriously. It's Sunday evening. It's 9:30, right? On a summer Sunday. And you guys realize how important this moment in history is for you guys to be able to not let another long-term investing opportunity like 2008 pass you by. I commend all of you for being on here right now. If you're not a member of TTG, guys, listen up very carefully. I started this live stream. We had 15 spots left for our sale that we are now down to just 13. So they're beginning to start to sell out just like they did last week. Now is the time to take action. So far, those that don't know, we've been running an amazing sale that's been running all weekend. It ends tonight at midnight. That includes a 50% discount off our normal price, which is $2,212. It brings it all the way down to just $1,100. That comes with a free laptop that you guys can trade with. You also get access to my Head Start workshop at the end of the month to make sure you start your membership off on the right foot. And of course, the double your money back guarantee. All right. You only have 13 spots left. Go to ttgoffer.com. The price is going to say $22.12. You got to manually enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. Hit enter. Brings the price down to $1,100 for the whole year. And yes, that $1,100 is locked in for next year too, which is cool because, like I said, the price is going to be higher next year. You only pay the $1,100. There's no address needed for the laptop. When you complete your sign up, you'll claim your free laptop by getting instructions in the welcome email that will tell you how to do it. All right, we ship anywhere in the world. We're going to send you a brand new either Asus, Dell, Lenovo, HP, or Acer laptop. Remember, you do not need to enter your address at checkout. You're going to get instructions in your welcome email on how to claim that laptop. We even cover shipping as long as you live on planet Earth. We'll get you that laptop totally for free. Everything is on the checkout page that you get included with your membership. All of our courses, our tools, trade alerts from myself and the group of 8 other professional traders that sport a cumulative win rate of just under 80%. It's all included for just $1,100. You never charge another dollar for courses and tools, folks. That includes anything new we add to the platform. Also, our university level courses that are our 17 course curriculum. Hey, Joe, do me a favor, actually, Joe. Can you post our syllabus in chat? We're going to post a link in chat right now. It's going to be a link to our syllabus. So you guys can all see exactly what you're going to get access to as a member of True Trading Group, exactly what you're going to learn. This is a simplified version of what I learned when I worked at the hedge fund in New York. I basically I had to go through a 3-month educational training program when I got hired at the fund before they let me touch their money. Like I couldn't even sit on the trading floor until I passed their training program. I basically simplified it. I've expanded on it a bit. And that is your curriculum at True Trading Group. So you guys can click on that link. You'll see for yourself right now. All the courses are done at your own time. They're available 24/7, 365. And speaking of tools, when you guys sign up for True Trading Group, you're going to get full access to Benzinga Pro's newsfeed, real-time streaming data, full book level 2, dark pool data, insider buying, unusual options activity, short interest, analyst ratings, social sentiment scanners, so much more, guys. It's all included for the $1,100. We're like the Netflix of trading communities. Pay one price, you get access to everything. So just go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121, and then the price will adjust to just the $1,100. Again, 13 laptops left. The sale expires at midnight. Then the price goes up. No more laptops left. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you're getting one. And listen up carefully. If you are a current trial member, a previous trial member, or a previous annual member, if you want this offer as well, do not go to ttgoffer.com. Instead, you send a text message to the number at the bottom of your screen. That's 786-505-4047. So we can whitelist your email address since you already had an account with us. Do not call that number. It is a text-only number. I don't want you guys to miss out on one of those 13 spots. All right. And remember, the double your money back guarantee. It's there to protect you. It's there to hold us accountable. I put my money where my mouth is. It's simple. You have 12 months from the time you sign up, go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one private study group. If at the end of the year you have not made the $1,100 back at least once, I will give you $2,200 back. That is a double your money back guarantee that you will only get at True Trading Group. Chances are you're not going to need it, but it's there to protect you, right? Our track record speaks for itself. And I can't and I will not guarantee your success, but with an overall refund rate of roughly 2.5% and a retention rate of 78%, over 1,650 reviews on Trustpilot, 5-star rated, based on what our members tell us, the reviews they write, our retention rate, and our refund rate. I can confidently say that True Trading Group has helped thousands of members from all over the world achieve their financial goals. We are now 9,600 members strong and growing. Let's move on, folks. I want to go over to the If I Traded It segment of this live stream, and I want to break everything down for you guys. We got to first welcome Bob. Bob is the newest member of the TG family. Bob, welcome. I'm happy to have you part of the team, Bob. 12 laptops left now, guys. These are going to start to go fast. Once they get under 10, they fly. Okay? Take a second right now. Honestly, if you guys want to make sure you get a 50% discount and a free laptop, take a second right now. Open a new browser window. Keep listening to me because we're going to go into a lot of important stuff right now. But open up a separate browser window. Sign up now. Don't wait. Once it's sold out, it is done. You have till midnight tonight, and these 12 spots are going to be finished. Again, if you see a laptop in the checkout cart, that's how you know you're one of the 12. All right? And again, if you're a trial member or a previous trial or a previous member, you send a text to 786-505-4047. All right, guys, let's move on to If I Trade It. All right, If I Trade It. And the first one that we are going to talk about is the SPY. We got to talk about the overall markets, right? We got to talk about the SPY. Let's pull up my charts. All right, let's go over the SPY. And honestly, quick check-in on the futures market, though, guys. We are trading a little bit lower on the futures market. We're down about a quarter point. Okay, so we're down about 0.25%. So we're down about 25 basis points right now on the futures market. Okay, we're down about 25% now on the future. 25%, I'm sorry. 25 basis points or 0.25% on futures. As it looks like we are starting off the overnight session red. Listen, a lot can happen though, guys. The market opens in literally 12 hours from now. So a lot can happen in 12 hours. Trust me. We might be down 0.25 now. We could be down 1.25 by tomorrow morning, or we could be up 0.25 by tomorrow morning. A lot can happen while the rest of the world is up, open, and trading. Okay. Asia markets, European markets, this market can move. So, I'm not going to put too much emphasis on a small move to the downside so far, 0.25%. But let's talk about the SPY, because there is a major level that I want every single one of you to pay very close attention to this week. We got to welcome Sammy. Guys, welcome Sammy. Sammy is the newest member of the family. There's now just 11 spots left. Just 11 spots left, guys. Welcome, Sammy. Yes, Wendy Fonseca, teaching member, goes, I'm so excited for this week. So am I. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice. I'm literally like a kid on Christmas morning right now. I am so excited for this week. This is going to be the busiest week of the entire year. I can't wait. Sammy, welcome. You're going to be with us. 11 spots left for that sale, guys. 50% discount. It expires at midnight. The next 11 people will get that brand new free laptop and the double your money back. Just go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the code TTG121. As long as you see a laptop inside of your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one of the free laptops. You do not need to enter your address when you sign up. You'll get a welcome email with instructions on how to claim it. Okay. Level here I want you all to pay very close attention to on the SPY. Okay. This level is major. All right. This level is major. Now, when you go back here, look back to the left, you'll see this previous level of support back there in May. Then when you realize inflation did not peak, when you got your June inflation numbers, the market crashed. Okay. Now you'll notice that that level was acting as resistance. Okay. Previous support becomes resistance. That's technical analysis 101. Last King, what's up? Last King is the YouTube. Last King on YouTube is Sammy. So Last King goes, I'm Sammy. I just joined. Let's go. Last King, welcome to the family. So this level, we cracked above it last week, right? We cracked above it last week. And you can see over these last 3 days, right? We're holding above it. We're holding above that level. Yes, we had that pullback day on Friday, right? When Snap gave you those earnings, you had that pullback day on Friday. Okay. TG Forever says, Mike, I can't read the chart. What level is that? TTG Forever, it's right around 390. Okay, 391. This is actually a wide range. It's about a 2-point range. It's about from 391 to 389. 391 to 389 on the SPY. That's the level we have to watch. Everybody, Daniel, what's up? I do see you, brother. What's up, Daniel? Welcome to the family, my man. 10 spots left now, guys. I'm telling you, these are going to start to go fast. Daniel goes, hold on. Did you see Daniel? Daniel, I do see you, man. Welcome to the family. There are now just 10 spots left. Welcome. I look forward to trading with you guys. Guys, go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Make sure you get your butts in chat. This is the single most important week you are going to see all year. All of the questions that everybody has are going to be answered this week. Are we in a recession already? You're going to get that answer. Is the Fed going to send us into a recession? Are they going to give us 100 basis points or 75? You're going to get that answer. Are all your big mega cap tech earnings companies going to revise their guidance to the downside? Are earnings estimates going to come down? You're going to get that answer this week. Everything the market is unsure about, we are going to get answers this week. If you do not analyze that information correctly, you can make huge mistakes. Don't do it. Don't go about it on your own. Join a community that can help you through this time. Okay, back to the SPY, how we're trading it. This is the support level we have to keep eyes on. 389 to 391. If the SPY can stay above 389 to 391, that is this zone right here. All right, I'll even make it green so everybody can see this area. All right, this area right there. All right, if we can stay above this area, the markets will be fine. The only way, however, I think you stay above this area, the only way I think you stay here is if Alphabet, Meta, Apple, Amazon, or 3 out of the 5. Let's say Alphabet and Meta revise guidance down. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft keep their guidance. What would happen in that scenario is Apple and Amazon will give you a major look into the consumer. Microsoft will give you a major look into enterprise, also the consumer, but not as much as Apple and Amazon. Microsoft will give you a much bigger look into business spending and enterprise spending. Okay. If those companies say everything is fine, investors will look at Alphabet, Meta, and Snap, and they're going to say, this is a TikTok issue. This is a competition for social media eyeballs and marketing. And it's an issue for those companies specifically, but not a macro issue for the overall economy if Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft still say everything is fine. If Apple, Amazon, Microsoft say everything is fine, that is how the SPY can hold this level. If we can hold this level, then you have a very, very, very realistic chance and possibility of, let's say, Alphabet comes out, okay, and says, you can have a red day. All right, you get a little red candle where maybe we pull back a little bit, right? We pull back down and we start to test this area, and you start to test this level, and you do something that looks like this, and you put in a candle that kind of looks like that. But then all of a sudden, you come out with Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and if that level holds because of it, and it starts to act as a level of support like it has the last couple of days, you can then get another move back to the upside, and then you get a candle that looks something similar to that, and then you get the Fed announcement, which gives you the 75 basis point hike, and then you get this, and then you get your GDP numbers, and you can get a situation where the markets actually start to climb higher this week. But I only believe that happens if you at least get Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon all say everything is fine. If Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft say that things are not fine, then this level, in my opinion, breaks. Okay, this level, in my opinion, then breaks. All right. and then you start looking for moves to the downside. Okay, that's what I'm going to start to be looking for, because if this level breaks, if 389 breaks, then this level of support is no more. And then you have two levels of support that you need to focus on, one of which will be 380, the second of which will be 373. And that's going to be, and I'll draw these lines again, I'll make them bigger so you guys can see them. Okay, the first level, your next level of support, if you crack 389, your next level of support is 380. And then after that, it's going to be this level of 373. These are your major levels that you have to be paying attention to on the SPY. If you get negative stuff from Apple and Amazon and Meta and everybody says we're revising our guidance, then the SPY is going down to these levels and you're going to get further downside. And that is when I'm going to be looking to jump all over put options, because if you do get that, I will be in puts. I will be in puts for multiple days, and we're going to catch this move back down to the downside. Okay, so there's major levels here that you have to be paying attention to here this week. All right, everybody got that? Everybody got those numbers? Everybody's good? All right, I'm leaning to the short side here. I think you're going to get some earnings revisions. I'm leaning to the short side, but we will see how we're going to trade it there going forward. All right, next, Amazon. Let's talk about Amazon. I actually like Amazon. I'd say probably like second best, maybe, after Apple. You know, you have such a great support level down here in front of 100 on on Amazon, sorry, that, I mean, this is just an absolute brick wall. All right, this is just an absolute brick wall. See all that support down there? And you got this nice little bounce back. I think you're going to see Amazon trade in a very large range for the foreseeable future, because you have that major brick wall support, but you also have major brick wall resistance sitting right on top of you. And that is this previous level of support. You guys see how this used to be a major level of support for Amazon? And then Amazon had their earnings and the stock, you know, really got beaten up. You had that big gap down. The stock continued to sell off. Now, this is your new range for Amazon. Okay, the range here for Amazon, I'll give you the resistance level, is 136, 135, and the support level is 101. Everybody welcome Travis. We got to welcome Travis. Travis is the newest member of the group. Folks, that means there are now just 9 of those spots left. They're going to go fast now. Now that we're down to under 10. I'm telling you, they always go fast once we get under 10. So we got 9 laptops left. Remember, just go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You'll get the 50% discount. That sale ends at midnight. And as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you'll know that you're getting a free laptop. There's only 9 left, though. Okay? There's only 9 left. And, of course, you get the double your money back guarantee. Right? Of course, you get your double your money back guarantee. All right. So looking here at Amazon, this is your new range. And similar to how Amazon traded in a huge channel here for like literally 2 years, this thing traded in a channel. I think you're going to get Amazon's going to trade in the channel. And I think as Amazon gets into the low 130s, if you get up into that area, you're good for a short. I don't see Amazon breaking through this resistance level on its first attempt. I expect a lot of resistance up there. All right. But then if they miss on their earnings, they revise earnings to the downside, and this thing drops back down into this 101, 102 area with this support level down here, in my opinion, that's a buy. Okay. So this is a very big range. This is a 30% range on Amazon. And I think you can trade this range for the foreseeable future. Edward Hartner says, does it require a computer? Can it be done on Android? It can absolutely be done on Android. We have a mobile app, Edward, that lets you be connected to us from your mobile device. Okay, so you'll get real-time push notifications on your phone that tells you whenever one of our professional traders enters or exits a trade. And you can also listen, just like you would listen to music. You can listen to us because we talk on the microphone throughout the day, and you can listen to our analysis in real time. All right. So, excuse me. So that's kind of where I'm looking, bigger picture for Amazon. If you get a pullback on Amazon, just simply because, all right, if you get a pullback on Amazon, just simply because of, let's say, like an Alphabet or a Meta comes out and they revise their guidance, and you get a pullback in Amazon, watch this 117 level. All right, because if you get a pullback in Amazon that looks like this, watch 117. This is a previous level of resistance that held in June and earlier in July, all right, that we can pay attention to here. And if you go even back further, you see a little pivot support there. We cracked it. It then became resistance there in May, right? You see the significance of this price area. So if you get a pullback because of Meta or Alphabet, and that takes Amazon back to 117, but then let's say Microsoft and Amazon have good earnings, that's a buyable area. And you can look then for Amazon to bounce off of this level and give you a candle that looks something like that off of 117. All right. And then that would take you, and then if you get good news from Apple, then that would take Amazon doing something that looks similar to this. All right, off of that support level. So you guys can watch for that as well. All right. So again, what are your levels for Amazon? Heavy resistance, 135, 136. Minor level of support, 117. Major level of support, 101, 102. All right. Those are the levels that you guys can watch there for Amazon. Now let's move on to Meta, the weakest of the mega cap tech companies. Obviously, Meta has gotten pummeled this year after they had that big earnings miss going back in February. Huge earnings miss for that company, and the stock just got absolutely pummeled ever since as they are going through their adjustments with the new Apple iOS system and, you know, having issues with their advertising platform, massive competition from TikTok. You know, Meta going through a transition, focusing on the metaverse, and they're trying to build up Reels so that Reels can start really, you know, competing better with TikTok. This company has gotten really hurt. So this is the weakest of the bunch. Now, Meta has a major support level down around 155, 156. I'll draw that level down here. You guys can look at that level right there. It is clear as clear could possibly be. 1, 2, right? Look at that support. All right. That is all of your support right there on Meta. If Meta cracks this level because they have another bad earnings, let's say they miss on earnings. Now, don't forget, they revised guidance already when they had their nightmare earnings last quarters. So they already revised lower. If they miss again, okay, if they miss again, and they break underneath and they revise guidance again, and this level gets broken, you're going to come up upon a massive level of support. And it's a wide range, but it's 120 to 140. If there is a situation where Meta gets to 120, 140, in my opinion, well, listen, I'll tell you what I do with my money, and you guys can take that information for what it's worth, and if it helps you make better decisions, great. But there's so much support down there on Meta that I will 1000% be a buyer of Meta if it drops underneath that 155 support, because then you're going to be looking at these levels of support, which is your COVID low and then the 2018 low. That would cause me to be a buyer of Meta. But Meta is the weakest of the group. Okay. Meta is the weakest of the group. All right. So that's kind of what I'm going to be looking at there for Meta. I think Meta is the one that would maybe be the most in trouble if they were not able to rectify any issues that they had last time when they had all the problems with TikTok. And we got to see if Reels is catching up a little bit to TikTok or not. I think this is the one that might have a chance of kind of being the spoiler here of making that move to the downside. right? If they continue to lose users like they did last time, that's going to be a problem there for Meta. Next up, Alphabet. All right. Next up is Alphabet. I'm using ticker symbol GOOG. You can also use GOOGL. This is another one that I think is in danger of moving to the downside. And this is all based on Snap's earnings. Okay. Remember, Snap is the one that kind of spoiled the party and saw Meta and Alphabet trade significantly lower last week. Massive support level at 105 on Alphabet. Massive. And let me draw this line across on the screen so you can all see it very closely. Look back to the left. You see all of this previous resistance. You guys see all of that previous resistance there in early 2021? Guys, welcome Kevin. Kevin is the newest member of the TTG family. That means there are now just 8 laptops left. These are going to fly. There are 8 laptops left. Kevin Torres, welcome to the family, my brother. I see you on the YouTube because I just signed up. I just saw your transaction come through. Kevin, welcome to the family. There are now just 8 laptops remaining. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. You will get 50% off. That ends, though, at midnight tonight. You are running out of time. Then the price is going up. You also will get a free laptop. We even cover the shipping costs. You don't have to enter your address when you sign up. You'll get a welcome email. There will be instructions in that welcome email on how to claim that free laptop. All right. Welcome, Kevin, to the TTG fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, as you see that level previous resistance back there in early 2021, right? You guys see that resistance. Now look at how big of a level of support this has become, right? Massive level of support there for Alphabet. But what concerns me is, I mean, this really looks like a bear flag. You know, you got this big move to the downside. Then you have this little consolidation right here, right? If this cracks, you have more downside. You have more downside. And I think you might get it on Alphabet if Alphabet comes out and says, because guess what? You want to know what else I'm seeing with my niece? My niece is huge on TikTok, as is everyone's younger children. They don't Google stuff. They search on TikTok, right? Like, you know how Google became a verb? When they're like, oh, hey, just Google it, right? They're not Googling it. They're using the search feature on TikTok. So instead of searching for like a restaurant nearby on Google, like you would, all of us, we would all go to Google and we'd be like, restaurants near me. They are not doing that. They are using the search function on TikTok. They're searching for restaurants on TikTok. So you have a chance. And let me tell you this, folks. Alphabet, there's no way Alphabet is proactively trying to get in front of that. Alphabet has been king forever in search. Nobody comes close to Alphabet or Google for search. Nobody even comes close. Every other search engine is literally picking up the scraps that is left behind from Google, just shoving down, porterhouse steaks every single night. And all the other search engines are just getting these little crumbs on the floor. Nobody's even close. So there's no way Alphabet and Google are taking a proactive approach to get in front of that. But if that trend starts to continue and starts to get even more and more and more, that's going to be a problem for Alphabet. Just like Meta and Facebook, it's a problem for Facebook to get the younger generation onto Facebook because they use TikTok instead. It will become a problem for Alphabet. They'll have the same problem of getting the younger generation to use Google as their search engine. Instead, they're using TikTok as their search engine. If you get even a whiff of that in Alphabet's earnings, that stock has more room to the downside from this 108 level. And if you break that area, you're talking about your next massive support level is going to be down here underneath 100. Underneath 100, though, in my opinion, is where you have to be a buyer of Alphabet. if I see Alphabet on a 9 handle, meaning it breaks under 100, if I see a 9, that in my opinion is a long-term portfolio buy. There is tremendous support from like 97 all the way down to $90. If you get Alphabet in that zone, that's a long-term portfolio add in my book any day. And I will be looking to add in that region. But I do think it is possible you can see an issue with Alphabet's earnings. And those are the reasons why. Not to mention, if they say, hey, we're going to see a slowdown here because of a recession, remember, online marketing spend gets cut when you do go into a recession. So you could have a double whammy there from Alphabet, and I am concerned about it. It's something I'm watching very closely. Nicholas, welcome to the family. There's 7 left. 7 laptops, guys. That's it. These are going fast now. I told you they fly once we get under 10. Nicholas, welcome to the family, brother. 7 laptops left. That is it. 7 laptops left. Remember, guys, go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You guys can get that 50% discount before the price goes up at midnight. That sale was running this weekend because this is the busiest, most important, influential week of the entire year. We ran that sale this weekend to get you ready and prepared for what is ahead. It's over at midnight, folks, because then it's game time. You have to manually enter the coupon code TTG121 in order for you guys to get the 50% discount and the free laptop. Remember, as long as you see a laptop, you're good to go. As long as you see a laptop, you're good to go. Nicholas, welcome, my man. All right. Last but certainly not least, it's Apple. Apple, obviously the strongest of the bunch. And this will conclude the last stock of the If I Trade It as I give you guys my game plan and my analysis here. I think you are set up here for a pullback on Apple. I think you're set up for the pullback on Apple, but Apple doesn't report until Thursday. So you're going to get Apple is going to get pushed around by other company earnings. You're going to get Alphabet, you're going to get Meta, you're going to get all these other companies. All these other companies are going to come out with earnings, and it's going to get pushed around. All right. Apple is the darling of the U.S. stock market. It is the company that every single professional in the world owns. It is the first stock everybody wants to buy. It is the last stock that everybody wants to sell. Now, if we're going into a recession, you got to wonder how many people are going to be waiting online to re-up for a $1,300 brand new smartphone. Are they going to buy another MacBook Pro? Or are they going to go after the new AirPods? Are they going to buy the new Apple Watch? Are they going to continuously upgrading? Apple has the most loyal consumer base in the entire world. I've never seen anything like the consumer base and the consumer loyalty that is with Apple. If you own one Apple product, you own 6. If you own one Apple product, you will buy 10 more of that exact same product for the next 10 years. Okay. Honestly, I take that back. Apple is the second most loyal consumer brand. First, True Trading Group. My TC fam, I love you guys. There's so many of my teaching members that are on this live stream. All my teaching fam, give me an Ayo. All my teaching members that are out there, I love you guys. I can't wait for this week. This is going to be such an important week. So when I'm sitting here now and I'm looking at Apple, right? I'm looking at there's such a level of resistance up here. There's such a level of resistance up here on Apple. And let's just talk about it. Honestly, guys, it's these mid 150s. These mid 150s. I mean, if you take a look at this, you go back here in 2021, you had this flat top resistance. We broke above it. And then all of a sudden, this level became a major level of support. Look at that support there on Apple. Okay, at the all during 2022. Look at all my teaching members typing AO. I freaking love you guys. Oh, you guys are are you seeing how many people are typing AO? This is teaching members. These are my members. This is my crew. I love you guys. I hope you guys are excited for this week because I sure as hell am. So see how this used to be a level of support? You guys see that? And then we broke underneath it. And then now we're right back up into this zone. See, we're right back up into that zone right there. Oh, Darren, welcome, brother. Welcome to the family. 6 laptops left, guys. That's it. These are going to go fast. Do not run. Do not miss this. Literally, open another window browser right now. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, check yourself out, get the free laptop, get the 50% off, get the double your money back guarantee, and get your ass in chat or on the mobile app and get ready to make money in the most influential, most important week of the entire year. Let's go. I wish it was 10 a.m. It's 10 p.m. for me right now on the East Coast. I wish it was 10 a.m. Damn it, I want this market to open so bad. Futures are trading a little bit lower. We're down now 33 basis points. We're down 0.33%. So the markets are starting off weak, probably on the back of the warning from Snap, and everybody is scared of what's to come this week. I want to know who's not scared? Teach the members. That's who's not scared. And don't forget, guys, if you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. There's 6 left. So as long as you see one, that's how you know you're getting one. Once we sell out of them, okay, once we sell out of the laptops, that's it. There'll be no more laptops on the checkout cart. So on the checkout page. So as long as you see one, you're good. All right. So this is that level of resistance now that Apple's getting into, and you also have this 200-day moving average. Now the 200-day moving average, see this yellow line on my screen, that's a 200-day moving average. Okay. And as we go back, right, this yellow line starting from right here in early 2021, look at how it held support. Okay. Look at how we held support going all the way back to 2019. See how this yellow line, bang, support during the COVID crash. Bang, bang, bang. Look at that support. Then we broke underneath it finally this year, and now you're about to test it again. There's no way in hell you're going to tell me that we are going to break right back above this moving average on our very first attempt. There's no way that I'm going to sit here and say, yep, Apple, we're just going to do that. We're going to go right through that yellow line like it wasn't even there. I don't think so. I think you're going to get a pullback off of that level, probably pull back down and retest the low 150s. 151, I think, is a great area to look for a pullback there on Apple. And then Apple will move based on all the other company earnings. But then Apple is a mind of its own. It's a stock of its own. It's got earnings on the 28th. But you know what else is the 28th? GDP numbers. We're going to find out if we're in a recession or not. Tressa, she's going to be with me, and she's going to be with the 9,600 TC members. Tressa, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Tressa, I'm so happy to have you on the team. There are now just only 5 laptops left, guys. 5 laptops left. That 50% discount, it's over at midnight. There's 5 spots left to get a free laptop. Get it. Trade with it. Use it for work. Give it to your kid for school. Sell it on eBay. Okay? Sell it on eBay. Now your membership is even less than $1,000. All right? It's free. There's 5 of them left. Go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the code TTG121. If you have any questions about this membership, you send a text message right now to 786-505-4047, and you guys can take advantage of this discount. All right, folks, that concludes the If I Trade It segment of this live stream. That also means it concludes the educational part of this live stream. Like I said, every night we break down all of our trade analysis and our game plans here. I give you guys golden nuggets, free lessons, and trade analysis every single night. This concludes the educational part of our live stream. If you are not interested in a membership, you can log off. Good luck the rest of the way. I hope I'll see you guys in the live stream tomorrow. If you guys are not interested in a membership, for those of you that are, what I'll do now, there's 5 laptops left. I will show you the platform so you can see for yourself what you're going to actually be getting access to, all the tools, all the resources, everything that you get. Let me break it down. Let me show it to you. Of course, you're going to get our chat room. The chat room is where the mods and I, and there's 8 professional traders aside from myself. Okay. Guys, you know what? If you guys are not interested in the membership, as I go through this, we do have a 7-day trial. It only costs $3. Okay. We do have a 7-day trial. If you guys want to trade with us this week, it's the busiest week of the year. You can for $3. Go to ttgthree.com. Again, ttgthree.com. It's a one-time payment of $3. There's no auto renew. There's no recurring payment, right? It's just a one-time payment of $3. We charge $3 just to make sure you're a real person. But listen to me carefully. You want to join the trial, you certainly can. See if TG's right for you. But You will not be able to get that $1,100 price point. That's only for people that are joining here this evening. That price is over at midnight tonight. And you won't get a free laptop as well. That offer is good until midnight tonight for people that join the family. But if you're not ready, you want to test us out for 7 days, and it's 7 trading days. It's not so like you'll be with us until next week. The weekends don't count against your 7 days. So you can go to ttgthree.com, join us for 7 days, see if True Trading Group's right for you. Otherwise, run right now to tgoffer.com and use TTG121 coupon code so you can get the discount of 50% and get the free laptop and get your butts and chapters, right? Okay, so aside from the chat room, all right, all the mods and I are there with you from pre-market till after hours. We're calling out our trades in real time, and then you can use the mobile app. Like I said, if you can't be in front of your computer, don't worry about it. The mobile app lets you work a full-time job while still participating and getting all of the alerts live without delay. Okay. You also get 2 private study group sessions. 2 study group sessions with one of our pro traders so you can ask questions and speed up your learning curve. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat room. All right. If you went to Benzinga on your own, this is going to cost you over $1,000 a year. Don't do that. It's free with your membership. We've spent years building relationships with a lot of these companies so that we can offer their products at no additional cost to you. The TG platform can actually save you thousands of dollars a year because of the tools that we have on our platform. If you paid for these tools directly to the companies themselves, I'm going to go into more of them in a moment, it's going to cost you about $5,000. You get access to all of it as a member to Trading Group for $1,100. That's the value, folks. That's what your money is getting you. TradingView's premium charting software, that costs you a few $100 a year. It's free with your membership. The Trade Ideas scanner will make sure you're always focused on the best stocks during the day. That's a few $100 a year. That's free with your membership. ETNA's simulator, they have a simulator where you can trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. It's also used in many universities across the country as part of their curriculum. It costs just under $1,000 a year. It's free with your membership. Frank says, do you guys have options flow? Yes, Frank, we do. We have options flow. We have unusual options activity, dark pool data. All of that is included right here. It's right on the screen, Frank. It's included with your membership, bro. This stuff comes right from the CBOE and direct from Polygon. So all the options flow comes directly from CBOE, and then dark pool data you're getting from Polygon. We get this data straight from the provider. This is saving you so much money, but giving you access to information that professional traders have access to. This is how we level the playing field for retail. This is the TGG platform. The platform was built so that retail investors and traders can get a similar education as professionals on Wall Street and have access to similar tools and information as professionals on Wall Street, because that is how they're able to make better decisions. I assure you, the traders at Goldman Sachs and Citigroup and all the hedge funds, they're not just sitting there on Reddit listening to Mamo Jam's kitty cat tell them what stock is going to squeeze to the moon. That's not how professionals make money consistently. They use tools to get information to make better decisions that increases their chances of success. That is the True Trading Group platform. This is what I mean. Like all these tools, we've negotiated deals with these companies directly so we can offer it. On top of all that information, you also get our own scanner, which you can actually create custom scans for with custom triggers. And you can even scan for crypto on it. It's very similar to FinViz Elite, if you're familiar with FinViz Elite. We have a trading journal that tracks all of your trading activity as well. That gives you statistics on your trading, so you can actually see what you're doing wrong and know what you need to improve on. We even have a social sentiment scanner that literally it scours through Reddit, StockTwits, Twitter, and it tells you which ticker symbols are being mentioned the most on the platforms, so you can always stay ahead of the crowd. You also get analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. You can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold. You get short interest, short data, insider buying, all of this information on any stock that you are interested in. Every day, the mods and I, we publish a watch list of what stocks we're watching with a game plan on how we plan on trading those stocks. And then you get all of our courses. Remember, the courses that are part of the TGD curriculum are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I went through a 3-month educational training program, my very first job working at a hedge fund in New York City, my first job out of college in 2007. I've simplified it, I've expanded on it, and I've created the 17-course curriculum that is the True Trading Group platform, or curriculum rather. Okay, you get access to every single course when you become an annual member. There are no upsells for courses. You don't sign up and then all of a sudden there's there's more courses that are an extra $1,000, and those are my VIP courses. BS. You guys are going to join the platform. You get access to everything that we have. On top of the courses, there's also a video library that has about 300 hours of educational videos, which are workshops and webinars that the moderators and I have conducted with members. How to grow a small account, how to resist FOMO, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to get started trading options. All of these are all workshops that we've conducted live. We record all of our live workshops that we host with members. Every week we do these workshops with members covering different topics. And when you guys you can go back and watch all of them, or you can actually attend them live when you become a full-time member. All right? It's time you guys invested in something real, folks. Something that has a real chance to help you reach your goals. Now, listen, I can't guarantee you success, but I can guarantee you a real chance of developing the skills needed to become consistently profitable and reach your financial goals. And I can promise you that if you do not make your $1,100 membership fee back at least once after going through our courses, quizzes, and attending a study group, I will give you double your money back. That is $2,200 I'm going to give you back. You're going to pay $1,100 tonight. Guys, honestly, when you join True Trading Group, we're in business together. You're going to put up $1,100. I'm going to put up $1,100. If you make your $1,100 back, I'm going to keep your $1,100. If you don't make your $1,100 back, I'm going to give you yours back and you're going to take mine. And that's the deal. Jeff, welcome. 4 laptops left now, guys. That's it. ttgoffer.com. TTG121 coupon code. 4 laptops left. That's it. All right. And I can promise you guys, what I can guarantee you is that when you join True Trading Group, you are joining a community of about 9,600 members that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail. I say welcome to the family specifically, purposely, because we are a giant family that feed off of one another, that help one another, that make each other better. Just as much as the moderators and I help make our members better traders, they help make us better traders. You got to think about it. If our there's so many times that members, once they get educated, they know what to look for. They can identify high probability setups. Members bring setups to my attention just as much as I bring setups to theirs. It's incredible. Members help each other. We have support groups. We have study sessions. We have, STR, my sniper trading robot section, where members are able to do workshops with each other and help people. You guys got to realize 9,600 members, whatever problem that you are struggling with and you're facing in your trading right now, or whatever personal life that you're trying to balance while trading, or work life you're trying to balance, one of our members has already dealt with the exact same thing that you're going through and have been able to overcome it and succeed and move past it and develop and get better and get bigger. And developing those relationships with members can help you guys along your journey. Not to mention building relationships with the moderators themselves. That's what True Trading Group is about. You guys have a chance right now. There's only a couple hours left. Get 50% off, get a free laptop. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. Get your butts in chat. It's going to be the biggest week of the entire year. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Remember this, there's 4 laptops left. When you go to ttgoffer.com, as long as you see a laptop in the checkout cart, that means you are getting one. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great